Hey, what's up? It's Sam, and I know I said I wasn't going to make any videos until after early access opened, but I am too excited about PoE 2, so I'm just making videos to pass the time. And I know you all are counting the sleeps. We have one more sleep until Path of Exile. It feels like Christmas. It's going to be awesome. So, this video is going to be going over the supporter packs from my perspective. You know, I've played a lot of games with a lot of microtransactions. Some of them did it right, some of them did it wrong. I played Lost Ark. The microtransactions I feel in that game were wrong. I didn't want any sort of microtransaction that was going to be a pay to win, and that's what it ended up being in Lost Ark. Diablo was not really pay to win. Diablo 4, it was just seasonal, and I didn't really like any of the microtransactions that they offered. The skins sucked, the cosmetics were stinky. I just really didn't like any of them. I was a big Fortnite player. I don't play anymore, but I've spent a good amount of money on microtransactions in that game. And the reason for that is because microtransactions in Fortnite are purely cosmetic. And the only reason I felt okay about doing that is I knew I loved the game. I played the game for a couple thousand hours pretty much. And I knew that I wanted to look the way I wanted to look, and I thought it was a cool little part of my hobby. So I felt okay doing that. And it wasn't breaking the game. From what I've read about PoE 2 and what I know so far about the game, it's going to be a similar structure to how Fortnite does their microtransactions. The game is going to be free to play, but it's all supported by microtransactions. So that's character skins, character cosmetics, pets, etc., etc. So today I just wanted to go over the supporter packs and to see how that's going to work. I know I've looked at this a little bit already, and I just kind of wanted to give you guys my reaction to some of those things, and I'm excited about it. It looks good, and it seems to me like they're doing microtransactions the right way. This is how microtransactions should be done in a game. It should be non-game breaking. It should not touch the gameplay, but it should be purely cosmetic, what you guys see on your screen. So let's get into it, and let's see what they have to say about supporter packs.
Well, during early access, you'll need a key to get in. To thank our existing PoE supporters who have spent more than $480, we'll be giving you guys a key for the PC version for free. Anyone else?
Okay, right off the bat, that alone is huge because number one, what does that say? That says PoE or GGG, Jonathan at GGG, they care about you as a player. They care about me as a player because that says like, hey, if you spent like this threshold of money, which is probably pretty easy to do over 10 years or whatever PoE has been out for, you get a key for free. Thank you for playing our game. Come play our new one. How incredible is that? It's such a good development practice. They put themselves above the rest in terms of developers when they take care of their players like that. They put themselves above Blizzard. They put themselves above any other AAA gaming studio because they're not predatory practices. They're not taking advantage of your wallet. It's huge. It's so big. And let me just like trickle into that by saying, look at this. These skins are so amazing. Look at this guy. This guy on the left over here. Like, what the heck? That guy looks so cool. And like this right here in the middle with that shield. Holy, dude, that's so good looking. Like they're pulling out all the stops right off the bat. And I'm really excited about what they're doing over there and for the players and how they care about us.
Who wants one can get one by purchasing one of the new early access supporter packs that have just been released to the store. If you just want early access to PoE 2, then you can get a key in the $30 early access pack. The pack.
I'll be straight with you guys. This is where I started. I bought the $30 pack. Now, because I know that you can still purchase some of these supporter packs down the line before early access is over, I felt comfortable just starting with the $30 one. I am like 95% sure I'm going to love this game. But for whatever reason, there's a 5% holdout for me and new games. And I think that's because I've been burned so many times by the AAA games today. And, the game either just sucks because of its systems, it sucks because it has no end game, or it sucks because the movement of the character in the game sucks, or the microtransactions are just predatory. So I from everything that I've seen about the games, about Path of Exile 2, it looks really good. Like, none of those things are going to be a problem for me. But I think because of past experiences in the games and games industry with like how games have been, developed to basically open your wallet and take the money from you. Not that you don't have a choice in those microtransactions, but that's sometimes what it feels like. I'm just hesitant because of that reason. So I started with this $30 one, and I think it's a good value. Supposedly you get to buy stash tabs or something with this currency. But I'm in. That's all that matters. I'm going to play the game tomorrow, and I'll be ready to go.
Also comes with $30 of points to spend in the MTX store. But we also have a variety of other supporter packs filled with exclusive microtransactions, points to spend in the store, and even physical items. The cosmetics can be used right now in PoE 1 and
it's
in Path
just
of Exile
so
2
good.
when early access starts. Most of this footage has been recorded in Path of Exile 1, since that's where you can use them immediately.
I like that Kiwi. What?
The Lord of Ogham supporter pack contains a cosmetic armor set befitting of the Count of Ogham himself.
Yeah, this reminds me of
There's
like
also a matching
Jon Snow from Game of Thrones.
Depicting influence of corruption.
Whoa! I didn't.
Also in
That's
this pack,
dope.
You can find a portal formed of the rusted armor.
Dude, that portal animation as it's spinning in and like just like boom right in your face. That's so dope, dude. Oh my gosh.
Of the fallen soldiers and the red veil.
Like, I could look at that for a few hundred hours and not get tired of it. Because that, using the portal, I'm assuming you use it a lot in the game if you, because of past ARPGs, but like, man, that looks so good.
Of Ogham. And the offspring of a vicious crowbell boss found in the hunting grounds.
That's a little cutie guy.
This one doesn't look so vicious though.
Yeah, he's cute. I said it.
On top of that, you'll receive the Iron Count's Zweihander to apply to your one-handed or two-handed swords.
That's kind of like 50-50 for me.
For those who are wanting to decorate your hideouts with fond memories and tales of Path of Exile's history, you will also get a series of hideouts.
I love how they have player housing in the game already. It's like not a question. You get player housing. It's called hideouts. There you go. Like we just developed it. It's, man, like some of the, I play WoW, and the game's been out for 20 years, and they just announced that they're going to add player housing. So, yeah, to have it already right off the bat, like, this is huge.
Statues. This pack contains the statue of Hillock. For Path of Exile 1's closed beta, each pack contained a true New Zealand icon, the Kiwi.
Kiwi!
Following this tradition, all packs in the series will also contain a new themed Kiwi pet.
Heck yeah.
The pet will loyally follow you into...
I like that about GGG, is that they embrace their heritage as a New Zealand games company. So it's really cool how they just like, this is who we are, this is how we make games, and that's gonna infiltrate every aspect of our games. It's really cool. It's got personality, you know.
First sign of trouble.
He runs
Become
funny
the
too.
ruler of the desert with the king of the Faridun supporter pack. Show your mastery of traversing
I can't tell
the
what that
sands of
is.
the Vasteri plains. The body armor will allow you to glide along the ground with
That's
ancient sand
insane.
magic.
So you just like,
Now each armor set
you don't
comes
even
with
walk,
body
you
armor,
just...
boots, gloves, and
That's
helmet.
interesting.
But the boots are covered in sand. If you
Oh,
prefer to show them
okay.
off, you can turn the gliding off if you want.
That's really cool. I wonder how that
Accompanying back attachment
plays the
equips you with
feel
two
of the
powerful
movement,
pillars
how that
that can control and
interacts
manipulate-
with the feel of the movement in the game. Like, if that affects my character, and how I feel about how my character moves in the game. It might a little bit, but I don't know if it does enough.
lightning. They will periodically release their energy in a powerful blast while in town, and hover in a circle around you,
So it's just
lightning
like
between them, forming a barrier
ornaments.
of energy.
Like you're a Christmas
Replace
tree
the
and you get
appearance of any bow with the
spicy
Faridun's
lights.
glory skin. Or replace the appearance of a spear with the Tyranny's End spear
That
skin.
spear is pretty cool. I like
This
that.
spear skin can be applied to staves and war staves in Path of Exile 1.
Cool.
If you want to truly
Dude, that's another thing, that the microtransactions go with both games. That's so awesome. Like, how forward-thinking is that? It's like, I know Overwatch tried to do this, and I think they did, Overwatch from Overwatch to Overwatch 2. But this, I think, one of the delays, if I recall from what I've been reading, is that they wanted to make sure that their systems of transitioning PoE items to PoE 2 items was top of the line, so they had to delay it to make that happen, which is cool. It's great. I support it.
Show your worth as a king of the Faridun, then you definitely need your trusty moving entire city fortress known as the Dreadnought to travel across the Vasteri plains. In Path of Exile, you can decorate your hideout however you like, and it's no exception here.
It's so big. It's like
thematic elements to use, or use decorations from elsewhere in the game.
Okay, first of all, the moving hideout is unique and it's so cool. And the second, like the fact that you get to like completely customize it with all this stuff, and I'm assuming you find this stuff in Path of X in the world. Man, this game is like, oh, the collector inside of me. I like to collect things. This is gonna be too addicting for me, dude.
Additionally, you will get the Deshret's Blessing level up effect.
Oh, dude!
The King of the Faridun Kiwi pet.
That's a cool one, I guess.
And last but not least, a statue depicting the Vaal Oversoul from Path of Exile 1.
I don't know anything about that boss, but he looks goofy to me.
For those who don't know how supporter packs work, each pack comes with all of the cosmetics from the previous tier, so you'll get all the items from the Lord of Ogham.
That is huge. Like, if you get the top tier, you get everything. Like, that's so cool. They're not playing around with any of this business where it's like, okay, you can get this, but if you don't buy this, you can get that, and you have to get that pack and that pack. No, it's just like if you get the best pack, you get everything. Like, that's so smart, and it makes it so not confusing for the player.
Supporter pack as well. The Thaumaturge of the Vaal supporter pack.
I'm excited about this.
And back attachment themed around the Vaal and their pursuit of science and progress.
That is so good.
You can find the Soul Core weapon effect in this pack, which causes thaumaturgic energy harnessed from sacrifice to spill from your weapon.
Yes.
This pack also contains Doryani's Idol. It replaces the default appearance of any foci to an ancient relic once used by Doryani, and this can be applied to shields in Path of Exile 1.
Dude.
That's not the only Vaal weapon you'll find. It also contains the Wand of the Thaumaturge skin, and the Royal Sacrifice Dagger skin.
It looks so good.
You wouldn't think to put sacrificial gems on a Kiwi, but the Vaal did. Thaumaturge of the Vaal supporters will receive the Thaumaturge of the Vaal.
That's a good looking Kiwi right there.
And the Statue of Dominus. This is
That's
also
a cool
the
statue.
First pack in the series with a physical item. When purchasing this pack, you'll receive a Path of Exile 2 logo t-shirt.
That's why it's hard for me to say no to this. I can't justify the funds right now. Maybe after I get Christmas money or something, like I'll consider the top pack to get everything. But to have a shirt like that is so awesome. Go out in the world and support the game that you love. Man, that's so cool. I really like that idea.
But if you don't want one, you can opt out and return for additional points to spend in the store.
Dude, that flexibility is huge.
Warlord of the Karui supporter will grant you
Oh my! Look at this guy. Look at him. Look, he's standing there, and he's like, "Don't f around with me, man. I'm gonna come for you." Like, this guy looks like he could truck through so many monsters, dude. It's just insane looking. I love the feel. I love the color. Man, I just love that big old totem he's got. It's so good.
Set and back attachment, adorned in jade carvings and iridescent feathers resembling power.
Yeah.
Enough to even impress the ancestral gods, specifically Tuko.
Those paddle looking things, those are goofy to me. I don't like those. I probably wouldn't use those, but the armor set looks great.
God of War.
That axe looks good.
Overkill, you say? I think the Karui people would disagree. Why not drop a gigantic totem on rare enemies you slay to crush them to a pulp?
That's really cool.
Replace your crafting bench in your hideout with the Ancestral Canoe crafting bench, where Ancestral Chief Marta summoned a giant canoe manned by Karui warriors.
I freaking want that.
Crafting desires.
We must all start somewhere.
You'll also get a pair of weapon skins. Equip Akoya's Felling Axe skin to your one-hand or two-handed axes.
Yeah.
Or Tukohama's Crusher to your one-handed
Those are silly to me.
maces.
I don't like them. That's good. I like that. That weapon looks awesome.
A true Karui Warlord is
The
always
Kiwi, I think
by their
that's the
trusted
strongest
Kiwi.
Kiwi armor so far.
Equipped with armor and harnessing ancestral magic, they make the perfect sidekick.
Yeah, I like his footprints too. Those are
Once
awesome.
one of the most feared beings in Wraeclast.
Okay, this statue is the best statue so far. I don't know who this boss is, and their boss design seems really cool and unique to me, but this one looks the best so far.
Malachi was slain by a powerful exile. May the statue commemorate the virtue of exiles past, present, and of the future. Of course, it's not all about dressing up in game. You'll want to look
Yeah,
good in real life
sweatshirt too.
By becoming a
Man,
Warlord
it's
of the
hard.
Karui supporter,
As
you'll
I
also
make
get a
this
punt.
video, it's getting hard for me to say no to buying these, but I just don't, like, the money is, I got other extenuating circumstances. Like, I'm not trying to complain here about money. Everybody's got a tight wallet. I just have to move stuff around if I really want this. So it's getting harder to say no. Man, oh man, you know, I do this for a hobby, and this channel and all this is a hobby, and so I'm just kind of like thinking about, yeah, man, I want it. I want it. It's hard to say no to that.
Path of Exile 2 hoodie. Our final tier of supporter pack in this.
Okay. I almost don't even want to watch this part because I've seen this a little bit. I've seen some of the pieces, and I almost don't want to watch it again because it will almost convince me to, like, just go and buy it today. And I'm very close to it. And my wife would have a problem with that. So I'm taking one for the team. I'll watch it with you guys here and I'll let you know what I think. But with that caveat, I think it's great and I really like it, but here's to we're going into the danger zone, boys. Here we go.
Series is the Liberator of Wraeclast supporter pack.
It's
The
so
Liberator
good.
of Wraeclast armor set and back attachment come made with the finest
It's
materials
so
in
good.
Wraeclast, and shattered glass mosaics suspended in divine power.
I love the gold. I love the
Set up your base
complementing
of
purple
operations in
color.
the Beacon of Salvation hideout. Why restrict yourself to just one island when you can liberate more? The Beacon of Salvation hideout comes equipped with your own collection of small islands and personal operators of boats that you can use to row.
This is insane. I don't know if it's efficient. Like, maybe the top sweats would be like, well, I'm not going to use the island because it takes time to go from one part of the island to the other part of the island. So I would rather just have everything in one central location. But for the people who don't care about maximum efficiency and min-maxing, like, this seems so amazing. You have a freaking fortress that you're building out with islands. You got a moat in between your islands, essentially. Like, how insane is this?
Go between them.
It's so
Just
cool.
walk to the piers, click a boat to enter, and navigate as you choose. Decorate each island as you see fit to best represent your well-earned hideout.
That's amazing.
Everyone in your hideout can use their own boat. Why not have some races?
Boat
You can
races.
also
That's
get the
awesome.
window to twilight portal effect.
Yeah,
A
this
beautiful
portal
mosaic piece of art that shatters
is
and reveals a
amazing.
gateway to your desired destination as you approach it.
I will say that since this is the top tier one, it feels like the top tier one, right? It feels like you get your money's worth. The hideout is incredible. The armor set's amazing. We haven't seen that all the way, but the portal right now, what we're looking at, this portal, that's top tier content. That's well designed. It looks incredible. The effects are amazing. It's pleasing to the eye, and it's just amazing. It feels quality.
As you walk away, the glass magically
Like,
reforms
look at
back to its
that.
original
That's
form.
amazing.
Rule in style with the Throne of the Ruler map device. Sure, this map device can create portals to in-game maps.
What
but
the
it also
heck?
comes with a throne you can sit on to oversee your growing kingdom. Look down on the plebeians running your maps.
It's so good.
Being the Liberator, though, is not just about sitting on your throne all day. If you do decide to join the fight yourself, you can leave a High Priest in charge as your second in command.
That's pretty cool.
Liberator of Wraeclast supporters will also get a set of varied
Look at that
skills.
weapon. That weapon right there. Dude, this looks so cool. That's so unique. He's got like a freaking stained glass weapon. It's just pretty cool.
The Light of Divinity Scepter skin. The Deliverance crossbow skin.
Crossbow is mad
The
to me.
Justice flail
It's
skin.
okay.
And the Redemption shield skin.
That shield is a badass, dude. Look at that thing. It's got a freaking like wings and stuff. It's got like just the overall design of this. Oh man, it's so strong to me. It's so good. It's got just
Once again,
enough
you'll have an
detail.
accompanying Kiwi, and of course a
Yeah.
statue depicting one of the most iconic events in Wraeclast's history. The battle between a powerful
Yeah.
Exile and Kitava. The
That one's
Insatiable.
good, but I think the
With help of two
statue right
deities,
before
Sin
it's
and
still the
Innocence,
best.
Exile was able to defeat him once and for all.
I know that
This
one's like
supporter
big
pack
and
also
gaudy.
contains the Path of Exile 2 art book.
I am all about outside of my own life. I like books. I like books a lot. I'm in my mid 30s, so like I really like to have a library. My wife's a big reader too, so it's like to have a hard copy of the book with beautiful art in it, man, I want that too. The stuff in here is so good, man. It's hard for me to say no. Like I said, I'm in the danger zone right now. If I buy this, I'll be in danger.
This 215-page full-color art book includes a huge amount of amazing concept art and lore produced during the long and exciting journey of Path of Exile 2's development. And finally, Path of Exile has a tradition of letting the community participate in designing game features. For Path of Exile 2, we'll be adding the Twilight Order foil reliquary. By becoming a Liberator of Wraeclast supporter, once Path of Exile 2 is released, you'll be able to select any unique item you have found and be able to drop it from the reliquary.
Okay.
Once players have submitted their items, keys to the reliquary will start dropping, and other players will be able to find foil versions of uniques that you have submitted along with a message for the lucky player. The more players submit the same unique, the more chances there will be for the reliquary to drop them, so choose wisely.
So, I think this is a very unique system, and I don't think any other game does it like this. I don't fully understand it. Maybe people who've played Path of Exile can comment below and help me understand it, but I don't know if I fully understand it. But if I understand correctly, once the game is in full release, everybody who bought the 480 pack, there will be like a set of items, and do we vote on those items? That's the part where I'm missing. Like, how do we choose what goes in there? And like, aren't people just going to choose the best items? And then so a key will drop after release that you can just always have a chance at those list of items. Maybe it's like 10 items or whatever it is. And then sometimes one of those 10 items will have a foil effect. Like you're on a collecting card game and sometimes you get a foil card or something, like when you're ripping Pokemon packs or something. Is that how that works? I don't know. It seems cool, and I'm excited about it. But if you know more, comment below and see what's up.
Now, almost all of these items are available to use in PoE 1 right now. There are a few
Again,
exceptions
so
where
cool.
the item class clearly doesn't exist, such
Right.
as crossbows or
That makes
foils.
sense.
And there are also a few microtransactions on weapon types that are unavailable in PoE 2 at the start of early access. Once
Right,
classes
that makes
use those
sense.
weapon types are added,
Of course.
those microtransactions will be available to use. If you can't decide which supporter pack to choose yet, you can always start with the early access supporter pack that just includes a
that's
key
what I'm doing.
and some points to spend in the store. Then you can upgrade to any of the following tiers at a later date.
That's
These
good.
supporter packs will be available for purchase throughout early access. We'd really like to thank you for your ongoing support. Without you guys,
The only thing I'm worried about is that they'll run out of the physical product, the shirts, the sweatshirts, and the books. So if I wait too long, I might not get it. But overall, this is huge.
Path of Exile 2 could not have happened. Now, I'm sure you guys have...
So I will say that, man, this is such a strong opening. Everything about this game and about this whole announcement, and microtransactions included, has been so strong. Microtransactions aren't going away in gaming anymore. Now it's about how you implement them, and I think Grinding Gear Games is doing it right. I think they are forward-thinking. I think they are looking at breaking the mold. They have said as much, and I think how they implement these microtransactions is going to help further them and get them further along with that. So, man, the excitement for this is super, super crazy. For me, and as I know from what I've been reading in the community, a lot of other people, it's going to be the best ARPG. I'm just going to say it. It's going to be the best ARPG of all time. From its influences, from what it learned in Path of Exile 1, it's going to be the greatest. And what it learned from Diablo 4 too, like what not to do. It's going to be amazing. So, man, it's so good. Hey, I'm going to keep making videos all throughout early access. I got some ideas for videos, and it's going to be from a beginner's perspective. And as I travel from being a beginner to kind of an intermediate player in Path of Exile, I hope you join me for the ride. If you like what you see, and if you like this content and kind of like this podcast style type talking, please subscribe. Please like it. It really helps me know what you guys are interested in. Again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys watching, and I appreciate your time. Watching my numbers on the YouTube analytics, it's insane, and I'm so thankful. like that you guys would take your precious time and watch these videos and hang out with me. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Anyways, have a great day. One more sleep until Path of Exile 2 early access. We'll see you in Wraeclast. Sleep well, Exiles. We are fighting tomorrow.